eCall is an initiative by the European Parliament. In its simplest form, is if a vehicle is involved in an accident, it will make an emergency call, hence the name eCall. Interestingly, when this was voted for, Britain was the only country to not vote to adopt eCall, but with some interesting rationale. If you look at the cost of deploying the eCall initiative versus the lives it might save, statistically you can prove that the money would be better off putting additional ambulances on the road. So whilst eCall is a great idea, we're not convinced in the UK that it's going to be adopted, purely because there are more efficient ways of saving lives. Predicting accidents is a little trickier because obviously there are lots of accidents where you're not at fault. However, the technologies which monitor driving behaviour can be correlated to accidents. And what we're seeing is that we can predict which drivers are most likely to have an accident. It doesn't necessarily mean they would have an accident, but which driving behaviours typically correlates to accidents. I'd like to train the people that are just about to have an accident rather than train those people who have just had an accident. And what we're able to do is to look at those individual driving behaviours and take some corrective action ahead of the accident. So this is training them on maybe excessive speed, harsh braking, harsh acceleration, cornering too fast, for example. I'm not sure that tracking today is still seen as Big Brother. If you work in an office, I think you're tracked all the time. People notice when you arrive, they notice when you leave, and that's just your everyday environment. And workers in the field now, I think, are experiencing the same measure, is that most people do a good job for the company. They have no issue with that work being monitored. One of the areas we've seen this be an enormous benefit was in one of our customers, in fact, where an engineer drove off the road, unfortunately ended up in a ravine and was injured, couldn't get out of the vehicle. Because they had Trimble's GPS technology in there, we were able to zoom in on the map, find where the vehicle was, find where the driver was, and send emergency services. If you were to go to that driver today and ask him, did he see a benefit in having vehicle tracking? I think you would get a resounding yes.